You'll probably think quite strongly one way or the other, and it's an age-old debate, and that is it better to be undertrained or is it better to be overtrained? There's a lot of greats in their sport that say it's better to be undertrained. Lee Haney, 8-time Mr. Olympia, said it's better to be undertrained. Tyson Fury has said it's better to be undertrained. Recently, on a TikTok, George St. Pierre, the GOAT of MMA, has said it's better to be undertrained. Why is this? Well, if you're undertrained, theoretically, if there's any gaps in conditioning, you can bridge the gap somewhat mentally, somewhat with your mindset. However, if you're overtrained and your body is knackered, there is no way to bridge that gap mentally. Or, in the worst case, you don't even make it to the competition because of sickness or injury. Hamzat Chimaev was famously an overtrainer, and many times he had to end up in the hospital bed before he even made it to the fight. Then he changed his training, became more scientific, had the help of the Saitievs, the legendary Saitievs, who were talking about giving him proper rest, and suddenly he's mauling Robert Whittaker like no tomorrow. That being said, as a coach, you'd rather have a student who veers towards overtraining than someone who veers towards undertraining and you have to kick them up the arse like Bishop Brenham to get them to do anything. You always rather have someone you have to rein in than have to give that kick up the arse. In my experience as a fighter and as a coach, it's always these people who improve more quickly than the people who are a bit lazy. The flip side of this is we use the term overtraining, which is an actual sports science term, and it's very real. People say it doesn't exist, but it definitely does exist. What doesn't really exist for the most part is overpractice. You can overtrain, but you can't really overpractice. And whether that's just mental reps or more controlled reps, it's very hard to do. Focus on quality, not busy work.